Hey gang, welcome back to Joe Daddy's Garage. Today's video, well, it's going to be a little bit different. Every week I do an update video for my patrons on my Patreon page. I let them know what's going on in the shop, what my plans are, and what I'm trying to get done for the week. And I also make videos, of course, for YouTube. Now, I'm working on the 69 Cobra Jet project, and I'm trying to get all of the panels in primer. Things changed a little bit, a couple different things. One, the temperature dropped on me, and so that affects my ability to spray primers and paint and that sort of thing. So I really couldn't get as much done as I wanted. Now granted, there are things that I could be doing. I could be prepping different parts of the car for epoxy and all that sort of stuff. But I have another thing going on. Recently, I had some friends contact me about their daughter's personal car. And she had hit a deer a week or so ago, 2 weeks ago, and then unfortunately she hit somebody else with the other side of the car. And of course we all know how that is, insurance, all the conflicts and everything else. And in this case, insurance wanted to total their car. They asked me if I could help, knowing that I used to do collision stuff, and so I decided I'll give them some help. So let me show you what I've been working on, and there's actually going to be a video of this process. So not only am I working on the Mustang and making video for that, I'm also making a repair video on this 2012 Toyota Camry. So let me show you what I've been working on. So here's the car, and again, as I said, they hit a deer on this side, and then this side they, I don't know, hit a truck or something. So the headlight was busted, the fender was crushed, and of course the bumper cover is chewed up. I've removed everything. I've already straightened out everything that needs to be straightened on this, and I cannot reuse the fender. It is just crushed beyond use. I cannot use the headlights because they are broken, so no use in having those. However, I have ordered and received a pair of new headlights. I have a new bumper cover and a new center grille piece that goes in that. And along with that, and I'll show you this in just a second, I also have a new right front fender. Now this was EDP coated. I did not remove the EDP coating. This is not a restoration project. This is a daily driver. So what I did here is I scuffed this and I shot it with epoxy, and at this point it is ready for paint. I'm not going to do anything else to that. Now, the car had damage on the left corner here, so the hood was buckled, and in the front it had damage as well. And what it really entailed was this car had been repaired before, and this is all body filler. I'll just tell you that right up front. All of this is body filler. It even had body filler on this side. So this has been repaired before. And all I've had to do was I took the SCT, surface conditioning tool, and I had to remove body filler because there was a big crack across here, and there was a big crack in here, and so I cleaned that out. I did not remove all the body filler because, again, this isn't a restoration project. This is a daily driver. So I refilled that and took care of that, and I'm reshaping the body filler right now, and so that's coming along nicely. I will be repainting the hood, of course the fender, and the bumper cover. The new one will be getting painted. Oh, also this is already in primer as well. This comes with primer on it. So one thing to look at if you're doing a job like this is panels that are CAPA certified. And what I mean by that is this panel, this fender right there, has the CAPA certification tag on it. Now what that means is this fender is going to fit very close to the factory one. Well, as I'm taking inventory and working on the car, this the driver's side fender from where they hit the deer had buckled this section. So I took this fender off, straightened that out, used some filler to square it up, and lo and behold, it's a CAPA fender. So it's also been replaced on the driver's side. So this car has had a few incidents apparently, and you know, it's not uncommon. You run into these situations. Could be a deer hit, could be just somebody backed out of a parking area, whatever. But stuff like this can be repaired by most people. You don't have to have a body shop do this work all the time. If you have hand tools and you're comfortable taking stuff apart, you can repair this stuff. Now, one of the challenges with doing this was I had to take the rocker panels off because they cover up the back corner of the fender. So I had to take the rocker panel off, and you just have to know where the clips are and kind of experiment a little bit. So like, as an example, there's a push pin there, and all of these that are on this upper edge, they all run inside of the body. Now these are, I have to pull out because they stayed in the car, but these, they came out, and there was a screw right there. You just have to kind of experiment and figure out where things are that hold everything together. So I'm trying to get this taken care of for them. Of course, I have the projects sitting here, and I'll show you what else I've been working on with the Cobra Jet. Now, this car did have some rust on the inside of the fenders, which was just a surface rust, and I cleaned that up, and I did treat all of this with a rust inhibitor, encapsulator, let's say. And once that was all in place, that allowed me to spray epoxy on here. So this is all epoxy primed on the inside, and that's about as far as I'm going to go right now because I need to put epoxy on the outside. So of course the car is in here as well, and it's waiting, and I will be bringing in those other panels. So these will have to leave. I'll have to have the hood, the bumper cover, and the fender, actually both fenders, in here, and paint them so that they can go back on the Toyota. So there's always something to work on. But that's how it is. Whenever you have these type of skills and people know that, they're gonna try to ask you to help, and that's fine. I get it. Not everybody can do this, and not everybody wants to do this. When I'm doing body work and I'm block sanding, people have tried to work with us when we had the body shop, and you try to get them going on block sanding, and they give up in like the first day. They're like, this is too hard. I didn't realize it was this much work. But once you have those skills and you understand how it works, it becomes fairly easy over, with time and experience. So I'm looking forward to getting this car painted. I did go to a local paint supply. I'm not using PPG paints. I'm using Capsy, I think is the company, and it is something that it's not meant for a show car. It's meant for your daily driver, your commuter, and so that's what I'm doing. But that's some of the stuff that I do here. Now, I do plan to have a video on the rebuild of the Toyota, and of course more coming on the Cobra Jet. There will be a lot more to do, obviously, on that car, and once I get the fenders fully in primer and start doing the body filler, I'll mock up all that stuff. I'll get the doors back on the car, get the fenders on the car, and start checking all the body lines, and if there's any kind of transitions that I need to adjust or modify. So all that's going to come. But as it is, this morning I got up, came outside, the temperature was like 40 degrees, and you're just limited as to what you can do. I do have the garage door open now, but as you can see, I've got a sweatshirt on, and it's starting to cool down. So it's going to get better next week, and I'm looking forward to that. But anyway, thought I'd give you a little update as to what's going on in the shop, and we'll see if I can't get some other videos going or get them up very soon. So thanks for watching, and until next time, take care of yourselves. See ya. Just wanted to add a little update onto the shop update video. I do have primer on the hood that I was talking about, and I have primer on the fender that I did the repair work on. It turned out pretty nice. I also decided to do the other fender as well. So that's as far as I'm going to be able to get, and it was tough enough just to get the temperature up high enough for me to be able to spray this, but more to come.